Welcome, if you will, to the land of golden sands and towering monuments, where pharaohs commanded empires and scribes chiseled eternity into stone. Ancient Egypt, a civilization of staggering scale, where the great river Nile nurtured gods, kings, and riddles that continue to baffle lesser minds today. Your knowledge, such as it is about to be tested.
Question number 1. What object was key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphics? Is it A, the Dead Sea Scrolls, B, the Rosetta Stone, C, the Terracotta Army, or D, an IKEA instruction manual? The correct answer is B, the Rosetta Stone.
The Rosetta Stone was discovered in 1799 by French soldiers during Napoleon's Egyptian campaign near the Egyptian town of Rosetta. It bears an identical priestly decree carved in 3 scripts: ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, Demotic, and ancient Greek. Because scholars already possessed the means to read Greek, it became the linguistic key to decoding hieroglyphics, a writing system that had gone unread for 14 centuries. The stone now resides in the British Museum, enduring the gaze of roughly 5 million visitors a year.
Question number 2. What cosmetic did both men and women apply around their eyes in ancient Egypt? Is it A, lipstick, B, kohl, C, foundation, or D, guacamole? The correct answer is B, kohl.
Kohl, the dark cosmetic paste, was prepared by grinding minerals such as galena, a lead sulfide ore, into a fine powder, then mixing it with animal fat or plant oils. Applied around the eyes with a small stick, it served a dual purpose. It reduced the glare of the desert sun and, according to ancient medical texts, held antibacterial properties. Both sexes wore it, from the pharaoh in the palace to the laborer in the field.
Question number 3. What were the builders of the pyramids commonly given as payment? Is it A, silver coins, B, precious gemstones, C, gold dust, or D, beer? The correct answer is D, beer.
The builders of Giza were not slaves, but state employees, skilled workers who received their wages in food and drink. Excavation of the workers' village near Giza revealed detailed administrative records showing daily rations of bread and beer, with quantities scaled by seniority and role. The beer itself was thick, nutritious, and treated as essential sustenance rather than a luxury. Inscriptions at the site show the workforce organizing into named gangs with evident pride in their labor.
Question number 4. What color was the Great Pyramid of Giza originally? Is it A, sandy gold, B, dark gray, C, reddish brown, or D, gleaming white? The correct answer is D, gleaming white.
The Great Pyramid was originally clad in highly polished Tura limestone, a brilliant white stone quarried from the eastern bank of the Nile, which would have reflected sunlight across the Giza Plateau with striking intensity. Originally gleaming white, the pyramid shed its outer casing largely during the medieval period, when the stones were systematically quarried to construct buildings in Cairo, leaving the stepped, sandy structure visible today. A small remnant of the original white casing survives at the base of the neighboring pyramid of Khafre.
Question number 5. What did the female pharaoh Hatshepsut famously wear as part of her royal image? Is it A, a toga, B, a sari, C, a false beard, or D, sunglasses? The correct answer is C, a false beard.
The false beard. A ceremonial fixture of pharaonic iconography held profound symbolic weight in ancient Egypt. It signified divine authority rather than actual facial hair. Hatshepsut, who ruled Egypt for roughly 20 years, from around 1473 BC, adopted the full regalia of the male pharaoh, including the crook, the flail, and the false beard, depicted wearing it in statues and relief carvings. She was one of ancient Egypt's most prolific builders, commissioning the spectacular mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahari.
Question 6. What was Cleopatra's actual ethnic origin? Is it A, Roman, B, Persian, C, Macedonian Greek, or D, Wakandan? The correct answer is C, Macedonian Greek.
Cleopatra VII was not ethnically Egyptian, but Macedonian Greek, a descendant of Ptolemy I, one of Alexander the Great's generals, who seized Egypt following Alexander's death in 323 BC. The Ptolemaic dynasty, founded by that Macedonian general, ruled Egypt for nearly 3 centuries. Cleopatra VII, at its end, was the first of her line to actually learn the Egyptian language. She remains, by any measure, among history's more striking examples of a foreigner becoming the definitive symbol of an entire civilization.
Question 7. What did ancient Egyptians use as pillows? Is it A, feather-stuffed linen, B, folded papyrus sheets, C, cotton-filled pouches, or D, stone headrests? The correct answer is D, stone headrests.
Ancient Egyptian headrests, curved supports carved from stone, ivory, or wood, elevated the head above the sleeping surface to allow air to circulate, a practical consideration in Egypt's warm climate. They also carried a symbolic dimension. The curved neck support represented the horizon, with the sleeper's head positioned as the sun. Decorative examples were interred with the dead, so that the deceased might rest undisturbed through eternity, a significantly less comfortable arrangement than it sounds.
Question 8. What did the ancient Egyptians call their own country? Is it A, Egyptus, B, Kemet, C, Nubia, or D, Sandy McSandface? The correct answer is B, Kemet.
The ancient Egyptians called their land Kemet, a term meaning the Black Land, referring to the rich, dark silt deposited along the Nile's banks after the annual flood. This fertile black strip contrasted sharply with Deshret, the Red Land, the barren desert flanking it on either side. That distinction was central to how Egyptians understood their world. Life and abundance on one side, hostile wilderness on the other. The name Egypt itself derives from the Greek Aegyptos, a corruption of the ancient Egyptian name for Memphis.
Question 9. What did ancient Egyptian banquet guests wear on their heads? Is it A, painted wooden masks, B, miniature gold pyramids, C, silk ribbons, or D, cones of perfumed fat? The correct answer is D, cones of perfumed fat.
Cones of perfumed fat. Tomb paintings across Egypt routinely depict banquet guests with waxy, conical lumps of scented tallow balanced atop their wigs. The melting was entirely the point. As the evening progressed, body heat liquefied each cone,
releasing myrrh and lotus oils down the wearer's shoulders, a self-dispensing perfume system of considerable, if somewhat greasy, sophistication.
Question 10. How did ancient Egyptians test for pregnancy? Is it A, reading palm lines, B, examining changes in eye color, C, feeling the pulse at the wrist, or D, pouring urine over grain seeds? The correct answer is D, pouring urine over grain seeds.
The ancient Egyptian pregnancy test is among the more arresting proto-scientific methods recorded in antiquity. The Kahun gynecological papyrus, dating to roughly 1800 BC, describes a woman urinating over barley and emmer wheat seeds. If barley sprouted first, the child was said to be male. If emmer, female. If neither, not pregnant. A 1963 scientific study found that pregnant women's urine triggered germination in 70% of tested cases.
And now, the tally of your wisdom awaits.
If you got 0 to 3 correct, you are the befuddled sand merchant, a man who has spent considerable time in Egypt and somehow emerged knowing less than when he arrived. And if you got 4 to 9 correct, you are the diligent pyramid builder, commendably industrious, reasonably informed, and blissfully unaware of precisely how much you still don't know. But if you got all 10 correct, you are the High Priest of Ra, possessed of such formidable ancient knowledge that the pharaohs themselves would have offered you a very decent job.
And so concludes our expedition through the sands of time.
The ancients would be proud, or at the very least, mildly less horrified than usual. Until we meet again, do keep your hieroglyphics the right way up.